Welcome to Jerk and Jollof with the Joofs. And thank our sponsors, Jerk and Jollof Restaurant, 37 Manor Road, Wallington. Go there, hit them up for your Jerk and Jollof. It's absolutely amazing. Hey guys, welcome to the New Year's edition of Jerk and Jollof with the Joofs. We are going to talk about the 10 most impactful things that have happened in 2020. And there's been a lot of shit going on, trust me. So, let's get into it. All right. So, what do you all think, man? Like, most impactful things of like 2020. What's been going on?
Fuckery.
House party.
Pure fuckery.
House party.
House party. There was a lot of fuckery going on the house party.
There was.
I heard a lot of things going on the house party.
Oh
I forgot about house party.
I didn't forget about house party.
House party.
So what are we doing? Are we doing it in terms of what the least important thing to the most important thing?
Yeah, the most important thing is Jerk and Jollof.
So let's start. Obviously. So but let's start at number 10. So what comes in number 10?
It's on the list, Dad.
Just
I
read
don't
it.
understand the way that you've got it
You
written
do
out.
it, because Shine wrote it.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, exactly. Let's go for it.
So for number one, coronavirus. The pandemic.
It's not real.
The pandemic.
Yeah.
The
pandemic.
pandemic.
The
It's not real.
scamdemic.
Scandal.
Ooh, he's on fire.
That's right. Yeah.
What we saying?
It was whack.
I think what we need to do is, that we could go on about coronavirus for hours and hours and hours. But I think if everyone gives their
One word.
quick definition of, like, it could be more than one word, but just like a quick roundup of how coronavirus has affected them.
Okay, yeah.
For 2020 and what they actually really feel about the coronavirus. Let's try and get through it really quickly. So let's start from left to right. CJ, you're second. Let's go. Zana.
For me, it's utter nonsense. I'll tell you what I liked about it actually was not having to go to work, staying in.
You're getting sacked.
Whatever. You know, like, it was just nice to actually take that break. You live probably from the age of 16 till 65, 67 when you retire. Most people are working from 9 to 5 and you don't really get a break as much as 3 months. How long was it? 3 or 6 months? Yeah. I don't know, I feel like it's gone on forever. But the fact is, it was a good time for you to just take the rest, mediate, and also just take the time to really rest your body. I don't think you're ever going to get an opportunity like that again. I sure as hell enjoyed it. Yeah. Wake up when I want to. Yeah. House party. Yeah. Have a drink. Oh, it's a Tuesday. Who cares? I'm not working tomorrow. Yeah. And literally, it was wonderful. Yeah. And that's coming from me working maybe 2 jobs, sometimes even 3. So to not have to do nothing and just take the break, that's the best thing about coronavirus. But on the whole, it's just a load of nonsense. And it's just like any other flu strain, whatever. If you look after yourself, you'll be fine. I just think that the media has really hyped this up because there's a lot more going on.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. But because so many people are so close to it, they just believe what the media says. They're like sheep.
Well,
they
bombard
can't
you with
think.
it, aren't they?
They bombard you. So it's not whatever. But me, I know there's another reason, but I could go on forever. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
But for me, it was the rest and just idling.
Yeah.
It's a bit. I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
100.
CJ.
There's the mic.
It was fuckery. Yeah, that's it. It's fuckery. To be fair, like your normal 9 to 5 or day to day, like, yeah, I can get where it can be. Do you know what I mean? But I'm a bit of a rebel, so that whole lockdown thing meant nothing to me. I was outside doing what I
Boris
needed to
is
do.
coming
Do you know
for
what I'm
you,
saying?
boy.
So, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, but on the whole, it was fuckery. Like, and my thing is even down to like the things that we couldn't do. A lot of things I weren't doing anyway. But no, I mean, like, as in the places we couldn't go. But I was at a stage where I didn't really care about raving and certain things anyway. But the fact that I'm being told that I can't go somewhere, that's the only thing that kind of pissed man off. Like, bro, what do you mean? Even though I don't want to go raving, but let's say I want to go somewhere, you're telling me I can't. So, but apart from that, it was alright, man. It was kind of, I feel like lockdown's needed. In a way, a lot of people are caught up in fast pace and rare. So
Let's not call that in.
it was neat. Now it was needed. Whether it was like a proper lockdown like this or but something similar, it's needed for a lot of people to kind of slow their roll and kind of gather their thoughts on their plans and rare. So lockdown didn't really do anything for me. Yeah.
Didn't lock you down.
Ouch, yeah.
All right.
Mizzle.
Don't say that to me.
Didn't really affect me as much.
You were still working every day, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I obviously in construction, it just goes on, innit? Goes on and on. But yeah, it didn't really affect me really. But obviously, it's sad for the people that lost their businesses and stuff like that. Obviously, the government got their contracts and got their P's out of it. It's always a winner in something, innit? So, yeah. Is what it is.
All right, for me, pros and cons, innit? Pros, got to spend a lot of time with my family, which was fantastic. Like, family coming around left, right, and centre. Like, my house was like Victoria train station, yeah? Whatever. Yeah, we was out here. But, like, that was blessed because obviously family was around. We spent time together. We chilled out. And even when you're kind of like, not cooped up, but you could almost call it cooped up with each other, like day in, day out for hours on end. Like, you know, it can get a little bit intense sometimes, but overall it was like really, really good. So I enjoyed that from that perspective. But from the perspective of coronavirus, we could be here for absolutely hours going into all of the different things about the government and this, that, and the other. But I'm not going to do that. But what I will say to people is, like, make sure that you take time out to investigate and find out information for yourselves. Like, the thing that I noticed, which was like really, really, really disturbing to me, was that with so many different opinions on sort of like the coronavirus and what's going on, like, you don't see any of that on the news. They only put on the news their agenda. And there's only like a few channels like RT that will kind of like put on opposing opinion and what people sort of like think about different things about it. So I'm just saying that our eyes have got to be open to what's going on in the world, and we can't be sheep and just kind of like follow what the media are bombarding us with day in and day out, because, you know, a lot of people are suffering. Probably more people have died of probably suicide than bloody well coronavirus.
Suicide rates have gone
Mental
up
health
as well.
and all those type of things. People have been really, really, really affected a lot, and my heart goes out to those people, old people, people in nursing homes that they're not allowing to see their loved ones. And I think there's a lot of people that have got a lot to answer for. They should be bloody well ashamed of themselves, mate. But yeah, that's my piece. Keep it moving.
Sorry. bloody well ashamed of themselves.
I can't help it if I'm well spoken. Sorry, guys.
Same as Pops, like pros and cons. I feel like, because we had 2 lockdowns, innit? Well, the first one, yeah, 2 lockdowns.
We're in lockdown.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
The second one don't count.
No, but
It's the second one, then.
Technically, it's supposed to be.
Edit.
yeah.
New Year's, bro. It's New Year's Day.
This is New Year's. This is New Year's.
Yeah. But anyway, the first lockdown, it was like a bit of a big party for me. Sorry, guys. Like, I lived my best life. I did. There was little family parties, you know, little block parties. I was out here. I'm not gonna lie. This was my best life. Loved it. I learned how to make Chinese.
Like my block.
Definitely on your block. I learned how to make Chinese. I wrote one of my favorite songs. You know, will be out soon. I went to shoot. I did a lot of great things. You know, I had a business idea, a lot of great things. And then the second lockdown made me think that a lot of people are struggling, because I kind of had a little moment, you know, in the second lockdown. But I have a great support system. So I had a lot of family like checking up on me and stuff like that, and friends and stuff. But I thought, like, imagine if I was actually at home and let's say I lived by myself and I had like maybe one sibling, and the other sibling was a bit like, you know, COVID obsessed, and they didn't want to come round and I couldn't come round, or like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'd imagine if people who didn't have anyone, but like second lockdown, a lot of people been saying they've been finding the second lockdown harder than the first one. So yeah, I just feel like it's been good, but it's been bad for those who maybe don't have a support system. Like, I've been around my family still. A lot of people ain't seen their family and stuff like that. So yeah, take your lemon, your ginger, your cayenne pepper, your garlic, your
Sea moss.
onions, sea moss, steam, eat right, your veggies, all that stuff.
Train.
Get some
Exercise.
Get some fresh air, because sometimes you can be in a house for weeks. Make sure you bathe your skin, scrub behind your neck. You understand? Take out the gel braids, wash your hair, everything. Just look after yourself still, you know? But yeah.
Satu?
Yeah. The lockdown's been a lot because I'm not actually used to like staying indoors. I'm either working at uni or in the gym, like doing something. So being indoors all the time is not something that I'm used to, because then I just get lazy and I don't have the motivation to do like anything. And also because I like started uni as well, I haven't really got the proper experience or anything. Like I have to do everything online, and it's just a bit like frustrating. But yeah, other than that, the second lockdown wasn't really a lockdown either. I don't think anyone's on lockdown at the moment. I'm still going out same way. So I think it kind of got better eventually. I started like doing more things and getting used to the fact that this is basically how it's gonna be for a minute. Yeah. So just getting used to it, really adapting.
All right.
Just basically briefly touching on what Ashley is saying is just, I would say, uni. Like I had to do my final exams in lockdown, and that was a struggle.
And you graduated.
And I still graduated with a 2-1. But yeah, that was annoying. That was annoying. But other than that, lockdown, I'm opposite. Lockdown is my life. I am at home in my bed, watching TV, watching programs. That's my life. I am locked down, so I don't care. I didn't even care. That's my life. I didn't even know. We're on lockdown. I didn't even know. So let it go on. So what about? Because we all know this was along with lockdown, there was some conspiracies going on and whatnot. So we all know about 5G towers. What do you lot think about the 5G towers?
I believe that stuff still.
It popped up everywhere. I definitely noticed that popped up everywhere.
I mean, during Corona, like for a minute, like, you know, you get so absorbed with everything that's going on, and I went and got a couple of things. I was trying to block out the radiation here. I'm trying to see where the radiation.
We had no Wi-Fi.
From the
we
microwave.
had no Wi-Fi for a hot
I'm turning
minute.
off the Wi-Fi at night time.
You had a detector.
And I've got the little like radiation detector. So like, I'll be driving along and I'll be going past.
What? Sorry, wait.
Listen. That detector thing though, I used it. Even though I used it like for a day or two, whatever. Right? even though I used it though, it does actually confirm where the radiation and stuff is coming from. The microwave is a killer. I don't use microwave anyway, but when it's on, I try to move clean away from it because that's letting off bare radiation. I'm telling you straight. Laugh all you like, but that is factual. It's not even.
No, but he wanted to make a hoodie, like a clothing.
Yeah, seriously.
Radiation.
So can I just say
yeah.
something?
Yeah.
When you was driving, you're telling me you had the Wi-Fi out the window, driving, checking it all over.
Listen, when you're driving, right, you've got the actual 5G towers, right?
Yeah.
And when you take out that, the radiation detector, it goes mental when you're driving past the radiation tower. It goes absolutely nuts.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, I think a lot of people like to be kind of like cooped up and like, at least for me, I want to kind of like know to myself, okay, well, this is what's going on. Even though I might not feel as though I can do anything about it right at that second, I still want to be in the know about what's going on. I'm not gonna, I don't want to shut my eyes and be ignorant to things that happen in the world. It's real shit.
It's true.
Real shit.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think they say that every time they introduce a significant piece of technology, I mean, I don't even know what to call it because I think you've got different wavelengths that you need for technology, and 5G is kind of like the latest wavelength that they've got out there, even though I believe that they suppress a lot of technology and stuff, so they've probably got like 500G out there somewhere, but they've got to keep it in their back pocket. But the 5G is supposed to be so powerful that it's still supposed to do like damage to people. So who knows? Time will tell. But I mean, it's what we're living in right now. And
I mean, you're not far off, because even maybe, how long has 4G been around? Would you guys say about 10 years?
No,
not that long.
Maybe
Not that long?
Maybe about 5, 6.
years. 5, 6
Yeah, but around that time there was a bit of an issue as well, apparently, when I was reading up on it, and it just feels like there's a pattern that's happened every single time they introduce a higher frequency, or if it's 3G, 4G, 5G. But human nature, we forget. Let's be honest. We
forget, or
we
don't
forget,
know.
or we just don't know.
Yeah.
You know, and
I think that we adapt because it feels as though we're powerless. And
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
realistically speaking, we know that the powers that be, unless, you know, something major's going down, they don't care. They just crack on.
Yeah, they just to get on with
They're
it.
swallowing it. Just give it to them. You know what I mean? Yeah, give it to them. That's what they have to do with it. You know what I mean? But yeah.
So for me, my biggest, well, it's not a favorite, is it? But my biggest one of the list is Black Lives Matter. What's going on through 2020? Black Lives Matter.
Gotta do it.
Black Lives Matter.
What do we feel about what's going on with that? The whole protest, how fed up we've been, and how far we've gone.
Me
God.
personally, I feel like as much as we all, you know what I mean, it's all great and it looks good on camera and that, I feel like it's come and it's gone. Really.
You think it was
No.
performative?
I don't think so.
I feel like, don't get twisted, there's one or two things that have been changed and people every now and then when they remember, they scream Black Lives Matter and they try and do certain things. But on a whole, as a community, as like us, like it come and it went, just like every other like kind of phase or every other trend.
Do you know how I feel about it? Do you know how I feel
Yeah.
about it? I feel that
what happened.
with the whole Black Lives Matter campaign, I think that a lot of it was like probably like a bit of a diversion because obviously they had like Corona and then I think they might have felt that was losing steam a little bit and then they wanted to distract us even more. So obviously they kind of like pushed in on the Black Lives Matter thing. So we're not sure exactly what their agenda and reason for that was. But at the same time, I do think good has come out of it because regardless of what, we've had still got a lot of people that were kind of like taken note. And
Yeah.
people are
Companies
looking
as
inwards
well,
and looking at
brands.
themselves and saying and saying, okay, well, maybe we have been not dealing with like people of color in the right way, giving them enough opportunities and stuff like that. So I don't think it's a bad thing, but I do agree with you in a way that it is a bit of hype, but I think that it's for us to kind of like ride with it because before, like I think like if say for example something occurred and like you were saying, well, you know, that's because this has happened. And even if you look at football, for example, like the way that they're bringing, they're kind of like shaming like people in the football industry for being racist and stuff like that. That can only be good because, you know, you've got all of these black footballers who are making people billions of pounds, but yet they're being racist abuse being thrown at them in the stadiums and stuff.
Bananas being thrown on the
and
pitch.
trying to take a
all
serious
sorts.
stance in that. And that is commendable and that's the type of thing we need. So regardless of the reason for it coming out, it's our responsibility now to keep it in the forefront and not to be scared.
There's a momentum going.
Yeah,
And that's
100%.
what I feel like there's never been before with the other protests and the other stands and whatnot. There's not been a longer momentum going and it's still going. I still think, even if it's not as massive as it started, it's still going.
But you say that because remember when things are in its height, like things start to move and start to shift. But then when it dies down, things just go back to normal. So
But that's the challenge though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Over a longer period of time, we will really see the effects of Black Lives Matter.
No, I was gonna say on social media, like a lot of people say that they learned a lot in that period, and so did I. Like I didn't know about the Black Wall Street. Is that
Black
what
Wall
it's
Street,
Yeah, and like
And
so
how
a
it
lot of
got
people,
burnt down.
how they had their own. Because a lot of people saying, "Oh, why don't we have our own this and da da da?" And a lot of people saying, "Well, we did.
We did.
We had black banks. We had our own like everything."
Blew that up.
Everything, and they dropped big bombs
Yep.
on it, and just
Yep.
and it took them so long. They didn't want black people to have their freedom. There was so much information, like bare people kept posting it on their stories, and you hear people on their podcast and on their YouTube videos talking about. There's so much things that I learned in that period when George Floyd passed and whatever.
Yeah.
So there was some type of like, let me say good that came. I don't know if to say good that came out of it. Yeah, positivity that came out of it for young people, and young people were going to protests and stuff like that, and like they've probably never been to a protest like that before.
And another amazing thing about it as well.
History, yeah. it's their
Another
history.
amazing thing about it as well was it was really good to see like all of the other nationalities, whether it be Chinese, whether it be Caucasians or whatever, who were standing up for you know what they know to be right. You know what I mean? Which is that like, you know, all lives matter, but right now we're talking about Black Lives Matter because we're the ones who have been kind of like suffering like consistently for such a long period of time. But yeah, I mean, it's moving.
And it definitely does matter. Because the only thing I will say, it definitely does matter, is because a lot of influences and, you know, everything that's in England right now, a lot of it has come from ethnic minorities, a lot of it being black. I'm gonna say it. I don't care what you lot say, but a lot of Europeans didn't know about soap and water until the Moors came in. They didn't know how to wash themselves. If we didn't bring that in, Moors are black people, by the way. Just thought I'd say that. If they didn't bring that in, hygiene wouldn't even be a thing right now. There's a lot of things of influence that we've brought into the country, and if we was to take it back, what would England or any other nationality be?
Can't take soap and water back now, though.
No, I know, but you get my point. The knowledge. We gave them a lot of knowledge, a lot of knowledge, and I just think that should be recognised.
No, I think
Because a lot of that gets swept under the carpet. They like to claim it as their own, not recognising that a lot of that tea, coffee, that did not come from England. Yeah. So I'm just gonna say that. I don't want to carry on because I'll get angry.
I don't want to carry on this either, but I'm going to put it out there because you said about changing things. I just saw something on Facebook saying that they wanted to change the Afro comb to be changed to a detangling comb or something like that.
I don't
a
think so.
something comb, a wide tooth comb, just taking Afro out of it. And the question was, and the reason was because it's used for different things now. It's used for a lot of other things. For example,
Such
black
as?
combing.
we can't use it. We can't have anything.
Black combing.
Black combing.
Be like, we can't have a damn thing. Like,
We can't. We can't.
have anything.
We're not allowed to own our own stuff.
Literally.
Yo,
Doesn't
we
even
can't
make
have
sense.
we can't even
They
have.
always claim as their own.
Our own
Like, they
Afro
always take
comb.
it.
We can't even have our own Afro comb.
Not even allowed.
Maybe we need to stop talking like this and saying we can't have, and maybe we need to start saying we should have. And we are gonna
Well, we will have.
We have it.
We have.
We're gonna keep done to us.
Have
We're gonna
it.
keep
It's-
it. We're gonna
It's
keep
the mentality, like, yeah.
Part of the damage they've
Yeah.
done is they've led us to believe that
We can't have.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we made
We've
it
got
the
to stop
truth.
that.
Yeah.
No,
We
it's
have to
true.
start talking like
It's true.
that.
And even telling the other person, like, oh, why you dress like that? Or why do you speak like that? Meaning, like, you're only meant to dress a certain way or speak a certain way because you're black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether, do you know what I mean?
We
Like,
don't have uniforms.
yeah. Or we can't talk proper.
All right.
Next subject.
Yeah, so another thing that happened over 2020, unfortunately, is a lot of people have passed away this year.
Oh,
a lot of our music industry, our rappers and our actors.
R.I.P. Pop.
So one of them for
Come on,
me,
Kobe.
Pop Smoke, R.I.P.
Chadwick.
Chadwick.
R.I.P.
King
Pop
Von.
Smoke.
R.I.P.
King Von.
King
King
Von.
Von.
I didn't know who that was.
Recently, R.I.P.
Chad
Kobe
Boswick.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant and
But-
Gigi.
Not just Kobe Bryant, but his
His daughter.
child,
His daughter.
and the
Gigi.
other people.
And the other people that was
Oh,
on the plane
yeah,
too.
God.
Yeah.
Helicopter as well.
Yeah.
That was massive.
R.I.P. a lot of people.
That was like really.
And then our Black Panther star.
Our Black Panther.
Yeah.
What's his name? Chad Boseman.
And he was, and
Bos-
Chad Boseman.
Boseman.
Boswick.
Jo-
Was it Boswick or?
Chadwick.
Chadwick
Chadwick
Boseman.
Boseman.
Yeah, I'll get it right.
Let's
That's right.
put some respect on his name.
Edit.
Honestly.
Come on.
R.I.P.
Edit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've lost a lot of people, man. And he actually done the Black Panther not so well, wasn't it? Didn't he?
He was sick throughout the whole of
He
it.
wasn't
Yeah.
well, was
In
he?
entire film. And he even shot other movies
Yeah.
whilst he was still
Yeah.
sick.
He's had it
And
for
it
a
was
long
mad
time.
actually
Yeah.
because when I saw
So-
him in a movie where he was looking really slim, I thought it was like method acting, like
Yeah.
one of those ones where they actually lose the
Yeah,
weight.
they have to,
Yeah.
yeah,
Weight,
yeah.
you
He
know,
didn't think
Yeah.
nothing of it,
so,
yeah.
to sort of like go through it and that, he's a real superhero, man,
Legend.
for sure.
Because he's still.
Real
Yeah, he's
superhero,
like, yeah,
man.
real superhero.
Real super for real.
Superhero.
For real, for
But
real.
it just goes to show you, innit, that life's short and we have to just kind of like,
Get
don't
on
matter
with
how
it.
much money you have in the world, boy,
Yeah.
and all the rest of it, life can still be fleeting.
Yeah.
So, you know, we just have to make the most of it, for real. For real, man. And even, you know, all the people who died during the period, I'm not going to say of coronavirus. I'm not going to say that because it doesn't even make sense in saying that. But anyone who's kind of like died in 2020, man, just like RIP everybody, man. Is what it is.
So another thing, who's taking vaccinations?
Me.
The
No way.
vaccinations that's been
No
offered up
way.
Certainly
by the
not me.
NHS. Who's taking them?
No.
Anybody?
I mean,
No.
Not me.
I put hairs on my chest. I'm not on it.
for
I'm
me,
gonna get a
Here's on
goatee.
the chin.
for me, my main thing is that like, you know, there's got to be a lot more research, right? You know,
Yeah.
you're trying to stick a needle in people,
Exactly.
like talking. They've got like, what they got like dead. What have they got? They've got some type of what was it, babe?
But we
Dead,
don't know though.
We don't know,
don't-
but
we
they were
don't
saying
know.
babies, ovaries, or
Yeah.
what was they saying? I
That's
can't
what I
remember.
heard, you know.
Okay.
Aborted fetus.
Fetus.
That's
Yeah.
it.
And all kinds of other stuff. I mean, like for me, like, you know, like for me, coronavirus is a cold, it's a flu. Even when you phone up the telephone line, they say, oh, you know,
have
if
this
you've got a
symptoms,
flu
yeah.
or these symptoms, stay at home unless you're really, really bad. Don't worry about it. Most 90, they give a percentage of people who recover from it, which is really, really high. So it's like, wow, why are you trying to
do you need
inject
a whole
man? I didn't
vaccine?
take a flu injection or jab.
Exactly.
Why do I want
Why
corona
are you
jab?
trying
And you
to-
want to start
yeah.
jabbing
Yeah.
up, man? Like, no.
Do you know what though?
Man, not drinking like
I'm a bit skeptical about it because at the end of the day, they still haven't found a cure for AIDS. By the way, apparently they haven't found a cure for AIDS. But within 3 months, they've
Dr.
all
Sebi
of a
did.
sudden.
That's the same thing, you know.
Yeah, but of course, but within 3 months, all of a sudden they found a cure for COVID.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's a bit fishy to me, personally. So even for that reason alone, I sure as hell won't be taking it, and neither will my
And
child.
they start.
Got to be asking them
So-
questions.
Yeah,
Got to be asking them questions,
Asking
man.
all them questions.
making statements.
Assuming.
No, but and that's true. And they can start putting like apparently restrictions and stuff as well. So it's
Yeah.
just like, is it
out
you're
of it.
flying and like going to apparently Ticketmaster has like a thing like if you go there and you don't have like proof that you've had like vaccination that you can't go in or
See, now that's
Nonsense.
forcing us to
yeah
take the
yeah
vaccine.
no
Nonsense.
no
They're
it's
not trying to give
both
us a
so if you don't,
choice.
yeah so if you didn't have if you haven't tested negative
You see that?
and if you haven't had like a vaccine or whatever, so it kind of makes you like, is it more than that? Because we never had the flu jab or like
Exactly.
like, and you're saying it's a flu, so like make it make sense.
Yeah,
I think there's gonna be better ways around it though, personally.
we'll see.
We hope, man. We hope.
But they're
we
now
hope,
not
we
making
hope,
it a
we
choice,
hope, we hope.
really.
Yeah, it's
More
not
or
a choice,
less.
clearly.
It's just a form of control, really. They
Yeah,
know what they're doing.
Basically, I
It's
think
a
it's
massive form
I would
of
say that it's a
control.
mental virus more than a physical virus.
Yeah, it is.
Talk about it.
Alright, what we got? What we got? What we got?
Also, one of my favorites is that Netflix has just been bringing back all the throwbacks, all the
Oh,
black
sister.
throwbacks. Oh,
Moesha? Oh, girl, don't do it.
It's
Moesha.
It's me.
Come on.
Do you know the song?
Empty the, O
It's
to the,
me.
E
My
to
best
the.
friend's always online.
You gotta get down tonight.
I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta move, Moesha.
Moesha.
Listen, Moesha, everyone I've been talking to have been watching. Like,
What if people don't know who Moesha is? Let people know what Moesha is.
listen, go on Netflix and type in Moesha. Mo to the, like, M to the, O to the. Like, Moesha, it's an old school. If you know about Trouble, you know, if you're about how.
Actually, did you know about Moesha?
Oh,
That's what I mean.
it's
18.
it was 1990.
18.
18.
She the baby of the family. Well, one of the.
Bitch,
One of
baby
the
hoe.
Yeah, it's like 99 vibes and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You know about Trouble? The channel Trouble? So, yeah.
Alright,
Trouble.
so we got like what? Moesha, sister.
My daughter
Girlfriends.
watches Sister.
Girlfriends is on back on, and I just think like exactly that. So you can show your daughter what.
Oh,
we
she
used to
asked
watch.
me if
'Cause
I
there's
knew who
much
Tia and
trash
Tamira
now
was.
Done.
I was
on
like,
the, on the
"Ugh."
Disney Channel and there's so much trash now for them to
the
watch,
same
and there's no black shows for our kids to watch. I'm just
Zen
saying,
loves
it's
Sister
all gone.
Sister.
It's all
She
gone.
loves it.
So that's
So
lit.
it's
That's what I
good.
like about
Yeah,
it.
it's good
That
that
I
she
can
watch
bring my
that.
little sister in and let them know what I was watching.
It's true.
It's all true.
What else?
Oh, this gold bottle looks pretty good. Whose vodka's this? What? This?
I don't know. Man, ain't being paid for that, so I don't know.
Nah, man, I'm gonna big it up. This is Charlie Sloth's new vodka.
Jesus.
AU vodka. Fruit punch. It tastes really good. Jerk and Jollof with juice. Cut me that check, baby. Cut me that
Cut
check.
that check,
Come
Charlie. We're
Come
talking
on.
about.
Hold on, wait. Watch.
No.
Ooh, look at the colour. It goes with the lid and yeah. Hold on. Oh, let me taste it.
Yo, get your man.
Let's see.
He said, look at the color.
That touched him still.
Charlie. Alright.
Charlie, cut the check.
Cut
Stop
check,
playing.
Is it called Fruit Punch, yeah?
No, don't get in on my check. Yeah? Charlie's me. Keep it. Yeah. Alright. What's next?
What was the next one?
God, USA's new president. What can we say?
I don't know
I don't
nothing
care.
about him.
What
Who
do you say?
cares?
I don't give a fuck.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden. How does that?
Joe Biden.
How did he say it?
Joe
on
Biden.
Joe Biden.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. See the memes,
No. No, Tom Hanks' son relates to video.
Oh.
What did he say again, man?
Who's Shabba Hanks?
What did he say? Shabba Hanks.
what's his name? Joe Biden. No, Joe Biden. No, what's his name? Joe Biden. Yeah, like there was memes about it. Like it was funny, but apart from that, I'm not from America, so I don't really.
Oh,
I don't give a heck.
That is a good one.
I don't give a heck.
I'm dead. Yeah, the
I'm being
president.
honest.
And Trump's out. How do we feel about Trump being out? Even though it's our country, we
But
must
then
feel
nigga-
some type of way.
Trump-
Oh, thank God Trump.
'Cause he was doing awful things, let's be honest.
Doing too much.
He was doing way
Come
too
on,
much.
way
and it got really worse in America.
It got ridiculous. It got really worse.
Is that really, that's that?
Man.
Edit.
He just stupid, brother.
It got worse in America. I feel like when Trump was not reigning.
Yeah, that
what's it called?
that country's been
Raining.
getting bad.
He
like-
was just blatantly racist.
I
Let's
disagree,
let's hear
because I
what
think the
my
thing
good
with-
wife has to say.
The thing with Trump is that what you see is what you
What you get?
Yeah.
And even through his bullshit, right?
Where's the button?
It's what it was very clear the type of man he was because it
Yeah.
wasn't hidden. This Joe Biden guy, it's all a bit.
He looked.
Yeah.
Up in the air, man.
He looks too happy.
I know you. There's pros and cons to this
Black
shit.
Lives Matter. We also got to check that if it wasn't for Trump's reaction to that, Black Lives Matter wouldn't actually come about. When you check it.
What do you mean his reaction?
Because he didn't deal with it, did he? He's in his country at the end of the day. He didn't deal with the situation.
Oh yeah.
And because of that, that's why everybody
People
reacted
reacted,
to
yeah.
that. So part of it is about, he actually created this revolution, this new black party type of thing that everywhere where, this awareness for so many of us, young and old. So in a sense, I kind of think I prefer man like Trump because
Man, like Trump.
but at least we know
Trump, we're not picking you
I
up.
guess
Calm
the
down.
thing,
Don't
yeah,
get gas,
spades are
bro.
spades.
Don't
Do you know what
get
it is?
gas.
Yeah, spades
Do
are
not
spades.
get gas,
I
bro.
wish I had a lot more knowledge and information
What-
about sort of like the American politics, which I
Yeah.
don't have. But like what you say, it's kind of true, just in the sense of at least you know exactly what you've got with Trump. Because
Yeah.
the thing is, you have other presidents who were about like even like when Clinton was president, right? And you would think, oh yeah, Clinton was a good president, this, that, and the other. Not really, because he brought in some terrible reforms in America to do with the prison system that's got like people suffering, black people and people of color suffering today with their free strikes and you're out. So if you go and burgle a bloody well newspaper shop 3 times, you get life. You know what I mean? That's like helping the prison system, like just like keeping people locked up. Yeah, all kinds of mad stuff. So like you say, I mean, it's better that you've got someone you know exactly what they're saying. But the new guy, who knows?
I heard
Who
that
knows?
most people are backing his vice president, the woman that
Yeah,
quarter caste, half caste, I don't know,
yeah.
mixed race woman,
race.
and really and truly waiting for Joe Biden to
Yeah, but
skip
but-
and then waiting for her to take the running. That's what I heard. That's why
Yeah,
people
but
kind of voted for her, and that was the avenue why they was going down.
But apparently, like they say that for that lady herself, I can't remember her name or whatever else, but I have heard that when it came to, because I think she used to be, oh God, I don't know if the term, it's not like general attorney or something like, but something to do with
she used to do-
prosecuting
yeah.
like people, and like
Yeah.
apparently there's a lot of cases.
And in the police as well, she used to be. I
Yeah.
think she used to be in the police force.
There was a lot of like wrongful imprisonments and stuff like that. And when it came time to kind of like shine the light on those things, she was like not involved. You know what I mean? So
is it?
I don't know about it. I don't know about it.
Oh, is it?
She's not. I don't think she's the one.
I heard opposite her. She's done quite a few good things
No,
and stuff
she's
like
a nasty piece of work still.
God, okay.
that. Heard it here.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So what we got next?
Well, one of our own, Amani. She's had her own, resolution of her own.
His name right.
Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony. She's made amends. You probably heard in our first episode that she was,
Blended families.
going through a couple of mishaps or whatever. Tell us about it now. What's going on?
Good to hear, man.
Yeah, basically me and my man talk now, innit?
Yeah.
We talk.
English.
Yeah.
Me and man.
You didn't? Well, you heard it here first. You heard it here
See, we
first.
even bust you on Jerk and Jollof
Yeah,
and Juice.
I haven't even told anyone. I was literally
going
just
on?
said it randomly when I was eating, talking to
Yeah.
them lot, and them
Yeah,
was like,
you-
what?
Yeah, we was in
This
it.
is your moment. Break it down. Make it clear.
I mean, basically, we wasn't talking.
Who's
we?
Me and my. I'm trying to speak. Gosh. Yeah, me and my mum's husband. We haven't spoken for ages, 2 years. We live in the same house, and
Hasn't he got promotion to stepdad yet?
I thought I didn't want to use it just in case. You know, the hope.
Give him a little promotion.
Come on.
I mean,
Come on, fam.
Come on.
Come on.
I would
Bust
just,
Tony.
I would just still say my mum's husband.
All right, for now. We're
'Cause-
working on it. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, it's a work in process,
Alright, say
and you
no.
know, it's not like a mad like
This is
relationship.
what step the.
First
Step-
round.
Yes, it's a step of the like we ain't really, I ain't really made the full, you know. But like I said, I didn't really have a mad problem with him. It's just a very big misunderstanding.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, and you know he
That's
took,
what we calling
he
it.
took me aside. You know, we sat down, he talked, and he explained like you know
Did
his.
you make a cup of tea?
In your
So-
big cup. Where's the cup?
No, he didn't. But I might make him a tea though. You know, I might bus him.
bus him.
I'll make
Come
a
on.
good tea and that. you know.
Bust Tony.
But yeah, I'll just say, you know, if you have any unresolved issues with family or blended family or stepdaughters and stepper mums and whatever,
Or
Then-
friends.
or friends or anyone, and you know, you should sort it out. Obviously, when you're both ready. I was ready to talk about it anytime, really. I think it was maybe more on his part. And yeah, it'd be cool. You know, shout out my guy, shout out me, pick up yourself. But yeah.
That's nice.
Progress.
Nice.
Grown.
Even
You
another,
right.
another one of our own also had to handle one of their own situ as well. CJ, you know, he went through surviving Caleb, you know. He came out in the end, you know, he survived that beach. Rock, paper, scissors. Out now, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes.
Ooh, she's on
Add up
fire.
the ting. Yeah.
Video
By who?
video on
Right,
GRM.
CJ 100, of course.
Of course.
Okay.
Come on.
Plug in.
Alright.
Yeah. Tell us about surviving Caleb, CJ. Quick little story
How
time.
did you
Give us a
survive?
little
quick
story.
one, a little small schmidget. Come on.
Yeah, what was he? Yeah,
Sorry, I'm laughing already.
Caleb, no hard feelings. You get me?
Boy.
But yeah, man, I wanted to kill him, blood. I'll be real with you, blood. You know, like, man ain't been drawn out for years, but at one stage he was like, you know, like when someone's like a little shit. You know when someone's you want to get someone, it's like that little shit. Like he was a little shit. But yeah, obviously everyone knew that he was going viral for what he was doing, for whatever reason he was doing or why or whatever. But yeah, I survived, didn't it? I had to take, you know, certain things into my own hands, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
As
back
man
up.
does when man feels violated, man does extra bits and bobs, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's where man's come from. But yeah, man got the video at the end of the day, done a good job,
Come on.
you know, practically edited most of it myself with him,
Co-editor.
obviously
Yeah.
co-edited.
Yeah. Big
But
up.
yeah, man, video's out now. Rock, paper, scissors. Gonna be
Get out
applying
there.
pressure, stepping on their necks, and then, yeah, man. You done now, you did now.
Now we are at number 1. Okay. So
For what the most impactful
for the most
things that have
impactful thing that has happened in 2020.
Aye.
Okay. And I believe this is the most important one of them all.
What is
And
it?
that
Go on.
is that Jerk and Jollof with the Joofs has started this 2020, and that is the most impactful thing that's happened.
Hey.
And I can say that for each and every one of us on the table.
Hey.
Anyone else want to say something else about that?
I'll chime in early. Yeah, Jerk and Jollof with the Juice. Started it in 2020. It's been really good so far. We've enjoyed it. The family's come together. We sit down, we discuss so many like different topics about all kinds of different feelings, like, you know, mental health, love, racism. You know, you're getting a smidgen of it in this show even as well. So yeah, I think it's like been really therapeutic as well for everybody. You know what I mean? And we've actually, even behind the scenes, we've had moments where we've kind of like come together and thrashed out certain things.
So certain men have gone to war.
There's been drama.
Warring.
Man have been warring.
Yeah, there's been stuff going on, but
Man have been warring.
The Battle of the Joofs.
yeah, but for
God.
me, I think that the whole thing about being able to communicate with your family and friends, just anybody in general, but especially your family. You know what I mean? If you can't communicate with your family, then you know what I mean? It's not the one. So this program, Jerk and Jollof with the Joofs, is here to encourage families to communicate, to sit down, to talk. If you've got things that you need to thrash out and kind of like heal over things that kind of like you need to kind of like discuss, then like this is kind of like a program that advocates that, and we encourage you to do that. So yeah, jerk and jollof for the juice for me. For us, is definitely number one.
If you want to come on, let us know. Hit us in a DM. We'll see if you're
Bust you.
where we other seat here with us.
Joke on.
Nah, for real.
We've had some great guests as well.
For
We've
real,
had some
for
great
real.
guests
Yes.
so far.
I've
And we're
enjoyed-
looking to have so many more as well.
If you're
Yeah,
where we
I've looked forward to the days when we come and do jerk and jollof. I look forward to the days because see my family, y'all, man, and we just have good times. Like we have family time, but now we have something to do in family time, like to do.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna have the countdown. We're gonna
Wait,
bust some pop.
Before we have
Premature?
the
Sorry.
countdown, what have we learned in 2020? Like,
Ooh,
if
wow.
we go,
God damn it!
I've
You have to
learned a
answer
lot,
to-
bro.
you have to answer.
What do you mean? What have we learned?
Looking at me, boy, hard like she
I've
wants
learned
me to
a
like lead.
lot. Let me kick off. Hey, let me start.
Okay, go.
All right,
I said
go to
session
you.
to start. Go on, baby.
I learned that focusing on our mental health is really important.
Come on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
Because I think
important.
we forget that our mental health is really, really important. Like during the lockdown, that's something that we needed to kind of have steady, make sure it's on point. Make sure we're kind of taking out time to ourselves to actually think where we're at,
Word.
have a deep conversation with yourself, which we rarely ever have.
Word.
We normally get all lost in life and get too busy.
It's true. It's true.
Get too busy and get too caught
Go
up
on,
in
young blood.
everything.
Go on, young
Like,
blood.
She young, but she got
Go on,
her own
young
soul.
blood.
That
You
brain.
you talk your shit. Go on, young blood.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Gems.
She
I'm
preaching
proud
right
of
now.
you,
I'm gonna be the
young
choir.
blood.
Go ahead.
Go
Go
on with
ahead.
your bad self.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, young blood.
So really and truly, I think we should kind of challenge our mental health a lot, just to see where we can push ourselves, so we know how to deal with things. That's
I
it, really.
agree,
I think
I
that's the most
agree.
important thing that I've learned, to be honest.
I agree.
We're gonna jump
That's
to
a good
Shine back
one.
to Imani.
Oh God, what have I learnt? Oh man, come back to me, man. I need to really
I spring this.
ponder. There's
Come
too many.
Come
There's
back.
too many.
We come back to.
Spin this.
Go on.
I
Go on. Imani.
some.
Man.
Wait.
I don't know.
Brush your teeth.
What?
Could have been funny. Wasn't that funny? But
Oh, dare.
yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to say what you said there, because it's kind of like
Yes.
I had a moment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a moment where I feel like I was losing my mental, and I've always Shine said I'm always in control. So for a moment I wasn't in control, and I was just like, what's going on? And I was on the phone to my friend, and he was like, we was talking about success and stuff. I was like, if someone asked me the question, back in the day, you say, yeah, success is when you have this car or this house or this, and I was just like, peace of mind. You see, when everyone talks about the bag, peace of mind is the bag for me. That's what I've learned this year. You can get money and all the other stuff, that can be your bag, yeah. But I feel like if your peace of mind is it's at your best, you can get everything else. You can then get to the bag, if that makes sense. You can get to the the money. Without my peace of mind, I wasn't been able to write, just do the basic things. I was just not at peace, and I'm forever at peace. So I've learned peace of mind is the bag, and if you haven't got peace of mind, you really don't have anything, really. Because if you lose your head, then baby, where are you going?
Head's gone.
Where are you going without your head? So that's me.
Okay. For me, I think it's been about learning to kind of be a bit more vulnerable and listen more. And I think I'm very much a kind of a very black and white type of person, just in terms of, I just see it as A, B, black and white. I can fix it, I can't fix it, next. And I feel that there's kind of there is obviously a middle, there's a middle part. There's you got A, B and C. So you know, it's about being in the middle sometimes, and kind of like taking a little bit more time to listen and to kind of like look at things from another perspective. And sometimes like even just kind of like trying to dig a little bit deeper within myself to look for the truth and the answers. Because if you just quickly go from A to B and keep it moving, then sometimes you miss the essence of what an issue is and what a problem is. And I think that's kind of like one of my things that I've kind of like learned the most, as well as just also realizing and understanding how powerful the mind is and how we can manifest anything that we want for ourselves in life. So yeah, that's my two things. Mezzle.
I'm telling you, this
When he
is
slowly
yeah,
moved it over, you know something's coming.
I don't know. Like,
Huh?
probably my thing is just more build good bridges with your good peoples, them, and burn bridges with the bad people.
Oh my God, spot on.
Yeah,
It's true. Yeah.
that's it.
Keep it simple sometimes.
Yeah. That's it, man. Good connections, and help each other thrive and move forward and that, and progress. Yeah, that's my thing, really.
All right, that's cool.
For me, kind of two things. Like, one thing is, I think I'm quite a person. I don't really like to ask people for anything. I mean, I kind of get on with it, or I'll find a way. Sometimes something that you could just ask someone to do that can be done the next day, I would rather wait a month and try and do it myself. But sometimes you gotta kind of like stretch your hand a bit and know, alright, Carl, don't be too proud. Like, I mean, sometimes you got certain people around you. What's the point of having certain friendship groups or family or something that are able to do certain things for you, but you don't want to ask just because of your pride or da. So I kind of learnt that. And another thing is that, that old saying when they say, "Well, stat for a rainy day." Like blood, like this year for a lot of people has been that rainy day.
Rainy
You know what I'm saying? So I'm a man that like is all I've known is kind of fast living. Like blow it, make it back, blow it, make it back. Do you understand? So I think whereas someone who lives that certain life, it's like even though money was still being made and certain things were happening, but it's like for a lot of other people, like it really is that time where all these other things you got, whether it's cars, clothes, you're spending mad money on trainers and those things don't mean nothing, because you got people out here that are really suffering and struggling, and you're out here spending thousands of pounds on holidays. Or I'm not saying don't live your life and each of their own, but there has to be like a middle ground. Don't be too just splashy thinking it's that card. You know what I mean? Like there's deeper things out here that you can kind of put your mind towards, and like I said, when that rainy day comes, you need to know how to pattern up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. Zona.
For me, why you can see your face? For me, straight block. Like literally,
Me,
straight block.
Blocker.
Straight block.
Instagram, blocker Snapchat.
Is
blocker-
it?
What was that?
Blocker.
I just feel like if I'm very much a gut person. My gut never lies. That's one thing I've learned, and I just feel like someone's not really 100% for me, and then they're not going in the same direction I want to go in. Mate, I'm blocking you. If I've changed my number and you ain't got it, you're blocked. And quite frankly, I've just learned to just let certain people go, man, because I know it sounds bad, but if they're not going in the same direction that you're going in, why have you got them around you? Because a lot of people are quite negative. I don't need it around me. I mean, I've even cut off family. I've even blocked them. Up to this day, they probably call me, Zona, can I have the... No, you can't. You're blocked, bitch. But that's my thing, innit? Like, I haven't got time for it anymore. I really don't have time for it no more, And I just think people use their emotions to hold on to things, and cut your emotions out for it for 1 second. And if it's not good for you, sometimes it hurts more to hold on to it than to just simply just let it go.
Yeah.
So for me, it's block mood for 2021 for me. And 2020 was block mood as well. Gone forever. So that's my mood.
Each to their own, I guess.
Trust me.
I would say that I've learned about communicating better with my family and
My family.
My family.
Yeah, it's about communicating better with them and really just also communicating your thoughts and how you feel a bit better as well. Like, if you just don't like something, you need to voice that you don't like something, because sometimes it can just really stir into something that's really big inside, and it becomes a huge thorn in your ass, and it just gets really, really deep, and you can't pull it out. Do you know what I mean? And I've happened to pull out my thorn this year, so
From your ass?
from my ass.
Oh, girl.
It's plucked out. You know, there was a root that was really deep there, and I just plucked it out, and it wouldn't have been done without digging deep and communicating and just, pushing yourself. Pushing yourself. What do you say? What? What? Yeah, you should wash your hands. It's COVID times. You've got to wash your hands now.
Catch it,
I even wore my mask. Anyways, it's just about digging deep and just digging away any of
Digging deep into your
Yeah,
ass.
all right. Listen, you not too much with my metaphor, okay? It's just a metaphor.
Make sure you wash your hands.
Just a metaphor, yeah. You just get rid of the badness in your life and just make sure you sweep it away and communicate it out and whatnot.
Daniela?
Good energy.
Oh yeah, we got to get Dukes in to come and get you.
I learned, I think, to self-reflect more on my thoughts. Pretty similar to you, I think, and what everyone else has said. To be fair, I kind of related to everything that you all said, but about self-reflection, fulfilling your dreams, and dreams are all those things that you say you want to do, like believing in yourself and following through. Don't just kind of say it, but I feel like that's what I did this year. Was like I've been saying things, I want to do this, I want to do that, and not really making that step. And I feel like this year I made those steps towards things, and will continue. And that's like my journey is on. So yeah.
Okay.
Love
Yeah,
that.
well.
Love that.
Love that.
I love
Everybody,
everyone.
I applaud everybody here.
Yeah, man.
And I think it's almost that time, countdown time. So, what we doing? Who's popping the bottles? Who's popping
I'll
the
start the
poppers?
countdown. I
You
don't
start the
mind.
countdown?
Yeah.
Well, we all got to do it.
Oh yeah,
Get the bottles popping
Let me
now.
get the bottles ready.
Can y'all pop it over?
2021, baby.
She said,
Just
"Around
don't
this
don't pop it towards your face.
You're not talking about novices here.
I'm just saying.
Man's been
Just be
popping
careful.
bottles.
That's
Fam,
all I'm saying.
fam,
Just be
fam,
careful.
fam, fam.
Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you.
Yeah.
The last person that
In it.
Man's been popping bottles. Come on.
Oh my god, imagine the cork goes straight
It's not
into
gonna. It's been
No.
sat, it's fine.
Huh?
No, I said it's fine. It's
Got
been,
this.
Are we doing this?
So,
yeah.
who's doing the countdown? We got a countdown together. Who's putting the
You
bottles?
got to do it at one, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
No, are we counting from 10
Yeah.
downwards?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not can count?
So let's go.
Alright.
That's good.
1, 2, 3.
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Edit.
Bust the bubble quickly. Hey.
Edit.
Hey.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Hey.
Oh,
That's
no.
champagne
Pour
glass.
myself.
So guys, we got to cue Happy Joof
Ain't got
here.
no time.
We
Yeah.
Alright, 1,
It's
2,
too late.
3.
Oh, no, it's not.
Happy
Okay.
Joof Year!
Sorry, I was just hoping the poppers. Happy Joof Year. Sorry, we popped it. It's okay.
Some
alright.
more champagne.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
no.
More champagne.
Stuff will have me on my head.
No, absolutely not. Still got rum
There
in
we go.
there.
Spinning.
Still got rum in
You
it.
good for now?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. A little bit for you. All right.
What are we going to do with the rest of
That's
it?
it. We're good. Is this a wrap?
Oh, is it?
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wait. Who would like to?
Oh, do
would
the-
anyone like to borrow my toes?
Yeah.
Would anyone like to borrow my toes?
Was it
I don't
Never
Hold
know.
the cups up.
Always above.
never
You lot-
Above
you
and
lot-
beyond.
You lot are fucking up my toes,
You
man.
can't go under it. You
Can't
can't
go
go.
Let me just.
Come on,
let
let's
me
have
just
it.
bust everyone the
Under
toes.
and over. Under and over.
Never above you. Keep it
What
up
was
there. Never above you.
Yeah.
Never below you.
Yeah.
Always with you.
Come on.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, just to you, man, over there.
Isn't it? Like, we're just like,
You lot, y'all ain't drinking. Alright, it's a wrap. Don't forget to subscribe, like, Jerk on Jollof with the Juice. Leave your comments on all of any of the episodes. We want to hear your opinions on absolutely everything.
What you want us to talk about?
Turn your post notifications on too.
Right. Stay
All of that.
blessed.
All of that.
Later.
2021, baby.